Welcome everyone. I'm excited to kick off today's presentation. We're going to explore the traffic light system for mastering IELTS conclusions. This is a powerful tool to help you improve your writing and get better scores. Over the next few slides, I'll guide you through what this system is, how it works, and how you can apply it. So let's get started and make your IELTS conclusions stand out. All right, let's take a closer look at the traffic light system we're using to guide our decisions and actions. When you see green, it's a signal to go for the future. This means we're ready to move forward with confidence, embracing new opportunities and innovations. Next, the yellow caution and advice signifies that we need to pause and assess the situation carefully. It's a warning to think things through and consider any potential risks before proceeding. Finally, the red stop and summarize signal is our clear indicator to halt. At this point, it's essential to review what we've learned, evaluate our progress, and make sure we're aligned before moving ahead. This traffic light system is a simple but powerful way to stay focused, make smart decisions, and keep our overall goals on track. It's a key part of how we manage progress and ensure we're always heading in the right direction. On balance, all things considered, to summarize, and in conclusion, these phrases are essential because they help us frame our final thoughts clearly. When we say, on balance, we're emphasizing that we've looked at all the factors and are weighing them carefully. All things considered highlights that we've taken everything into account before making a judgment. To summarize, signals that we're about to wrap up and give a concise overview of our key points. And, in conclusion, is a strong way to signal that we're finishing our argument or presentation. In this step, I want to start strong by clearly connecting these ideas to our overall theme, which is about making informed decisions or presenting balanced perspectives. Using these phrases effectively helps us communicate that we've thoughtfully considered all relevant information before arriving at our final thoughts. So, when you're concluding your presentation or summarizing your main points, these expressions guide your audience smoothly to the end, reinforcing that your conclusions are well-rounded and carefully considered. I feel that understanding how to clearly express our opinions is essential in effective communication. When I say, from my point of view, I'm emphasizing that this is my personal perspective, which is important to acknowledge in conversations. I strongly believe that sharing our opinions thoughtfully can influence decisions and foster better understanding. When I use the phrase, in my opinion, I want to make it clear that I'm offering my perspective, not necessarily the absolute truth. This step 2, is all about articulating your own view confidently. It's about understanding that your opinion matters and learning how to present it in a way that's respectful and persuasive. Connecting these points to the overall theme, it's crucial to remember that expressing your opinion effectively can help you build credibility and engage others more meaningfully. So, mastering these phrases and approaches is a key part of becoming a confident communicator. There are many benefits to implementing this approach, and I want to acknowledge that up front. However, it's important to remember that care must be taken throughout the process. While the advantages are clear, rushing or overlooking potential risks can lead to setbacks. So, as we move forward, I'll highlight some key considerations to ensure we maximize benefits while minimizing any possible downsides. Ultimately, understanding both the positives and the cautions helps us make more informed decisions and implement solutions more effectively. Let's talk about how to make your recommendations truly stand out. First, it's important to understand the power of strong modal verbs like could, must, and should. These words help convey the level of urgency and importance behind your suggestions. For example, saying, "You should consider this approach," sounds more compelling than a simple suggestion. Using strong modal verbs also allows you to give expert advice confidently, which builds credibility with your audience. Remember, your goal is to guide them effectively, so don't be afraid to be assertive when the situation calls for it. Connecting this to the overall theme, making your recommendations clear and persuasive can drive action and ensure your ideas are taken seriously. So, always think about how you can craft your language to highlight the significance of your advice. That's how your recommendations will truly stand out. All right, let's talk about the importance of taking action now. As the slide shows, unless we act, there will be dire consequences. That's a strong warning that inaction can lead to serious problems down the line. But on the flip side, if the government steps up and does more, things will improve. This highlights the power of proactive measures and responsible leadership. Throughout this presentation, we've been emphasizing how conditions and decisions today shape our future. So it's crucial to understand that our choices, whether to act or not, directly impact what's to come. Predicting the future isn't just guesswork. It's about understanding these conditions and making informed decisions. The key takeaway here is that the future is not set in stone. It's something we can influence, but only if we recognize the importance of timely, decisive action. I believe keeping animals in zoos is no more cruel than keeping them at home. It's all about proper care and ensuring their well-being. When we think about whether zoos are cruel, it's important to consider how animals are treated and the quality of their environment. Let's look at a case study on zoos. Many modern zoos prioritize conservation, education, and animal welfare. They create habitats that mimic the animals' natural environments as closely as possible. Of course, there are valid concerns and criticisms, but the key is whether the animals are cared for properly. If they are, then zoos can serve a valuable role in protecting endangered species and educating the public. So the question isn't just about the setting. Whether it's a home or a zoo, it's about the quality of care and respect given to the animals. When that care is present, zoos can be a positive force for both animals and humans. Let's take a closer look at some of the key benefits that make this technology so compelling. First, multifunctionality really stands out. These devices are no longer just one thing. They combine several functions into a single, convenient package. This means you can communicate, access information, and even entertain yourself all from one device. Next, portability is a game changer. These tools are designed to be easily carried around, so you're not tethered to a single location. Whether you're commuting, traveling, or simply moving around your day, you have your essential tools right at your fingertips. Then there's efficiency. These innovations save us time and effort, streamlining tasks and making daily routines smoother. It's about doing more, faster, with less hassle. Now, when you weigh these benefits, multifunctionality, portability, and efficiency, they definitely outweigh the downsides. The advantages they bring to our lives are substantial. To illustrate this, let's consider a case study: mobile phones. They exemplify all these benefits perfectly. They combine communication, internet access, entertainment, and productivity tools, everything in a compact, portable device. So overall, these benefits truly enhance our everyday experiences, and despite some challenges, the positive impact is clear. Homework has value, no doubt about that. It helps reinforce what students learn in the classroom and fosters responsibility. But at the same time, it must not dominate a child's time. Kids need balance, time with family, friends, and engaging in sports or other activities that help them grow holistically. So, should homework be banned? That's a big question. Let's consider a case study to understand this better. When homework becomes overwhelming, it can lead to stress and even take away from other important parts of life. The key point here is moderation. Homework should serve as a tool to support learning, not as a source of constant pressure. It's about finding that right balance so children can enjoy their childhood while still benefiting academically. Remember, the overall theme is about nurturing well-rounded individuals, and that means ensuring homework complements, not dominates, their lives. When sharing your opinion, remember to use the traffic light system. Highlight clearly whether your point is positive, negative, or neutral. This helps your audience understand your stance quickly. Always aim for clarity and confidence, making your position obvious without confusion. This is key to effective communication and success. All right, now it's time to go get that Band 9. Remember, practice makes perfect, so the more you prepare, the more confident you'll feel on test day. It's all about consistent effort and honing your skills. When the day comes, you want to feel confident and ready to perform at your best. Trust in the preparation you've done and believe in your abilities. You are ready. So keep that positive mindset, stay focused, and go for it. You've got this.